Good evening and welcome to the Falkirk Stadium for this Women's International Challenge match between Scotland and Romania. Kickoff is just over 10 minutes or so away in what's sure to be a vital preparation game for Anna Senior's side ahead of the European Championships this summer. I'm Gordon Duncan, delighted to say I'm joined by someone who knows a thing or two about pulling on the Scotland national jersey in Julie Feating. Julie, you looking forward to this one?
Yes, definitely. It's getting very close to the Euros, and the players are working very hard in preparation, so it'll be nice to see their hard work put into practice.
Just how important is this game going to be? We know that the side obviously head off to face Sweden as well in the coming weeks, just in terms of trying to fine-tune things and make sure the team hits optimum level when the Euros roll around next month.
Yeah, I think Anna's going to try out a different type of formation. We've obviously had to adapt the team with Kim Little going to miss the Euros, so the team are really going to have to adapt to missing such a key player. And tonight I'll give them a chance to try out a formation and try out different players.
Yeah, we don't want to dwell on that too much, of course. Everyone knows how disappointing it's going to be that Kim's missing, but as always is the case in football, when someone does miss out, is that a chance for someone really to step up to the plate, albeit with massive boots to fill?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just talking earlier to someone in the squad and saying that quite often when you do lose a player as influential as Kim, then players round about then step up, and I think that's what the girls will do. The squad will obviously be disappointed, but we have exceptional players who have been waiting for the opportunity to make the starting 11, and this will give them a chance to shine.
Well, it is a lovely night down here at the Falkirk Stadium, so hopefully the fans will turn out in their numbers for this one. Romania, the opposition tonight, do you see that as being a fitting level of opponent in terms of preparation?
Yeah, we'll obviously want to be playing against teams where we can get the ball down and play football and work on our attacking flair. Romania have done particularly well in the last qualifications, although they didn't quite qualify. They finished second in their group, above Ukraine. So I mean, they will put up a good fight tonight. I think they're a team who are improving. But tonight hopefully it'll be all about Scotland and their preparation for the big tournament that we're also looking forward to.
Yeah, 19th of July is the date that's in everyone's diaries. I'm sure England in Utrecht, the opening game of the Euros this summer, and so much excitement since the squad qualified back at the tail end of last year. How do you feel things are going to come together then ahead of the big tournament?
Huge excitement for everyone involved with the squad, but also for everyone who follows women's football. All these girls who are going to get the opportunity to watch the national team compete at the highest level, and what better way than to kick the tournament off by playing against England. It's
always a fine balance, isn't it? Because I'm sure everyone was delighted just to be there, but now that you're going to be there, it's about making it count as well. No one wants to go and make up the numbers.
No, the fact that we have made the tournament is not by fluke, it's not by chance. We're there on merit, we're there because we're as good as the other teams who are going to be in the competition, and I'm pretty sure that the squad will show that when they go, that it's a decent group, that we're familiar with the teams that we're going to be coming up against, and I'm sure Anna will have done her homework and preparation for each team that they play against, and I'm very optimistic about the outcome.
So much hard work and heartbreak in recent years in terms of trying to qualify. This time we have managed to get there. We're going to up, obviously, like you say, against England, Spain and Portugal as well. For those who are perhaps not as familiar, then just tell us how tough a group that's likely to be.
There's not going to be an easy group. When you go to the later stages in the competitions, you're going to be up against the best countries in Europe, and there was never going to be an easy group to be in, but what we do have is countries that we are familiar with, countries that we have beat in the past, so we can be confident going into every one of those games. England will obviously be our biggest challenge, but playing against England, you never need to try and motivate the players when you're playing against your rivals, and to kick the competition off against them and put in a good performance and a decent result can really stand us in good stead when we go into the other two games.
Well, as you can see, the fans have turned out in their numbers with the kilts on and all sorts, looking to cheer on the ladies here tonight at the Falkirk Stadium. The artificial pitch in front of us, as you would expect, looking great. Julie, I'm sure I remember you've got some fond memories of this stadium, do you not?
I have, yeah.
Tell us a bit about that. Go on, this is your chance.
The latter stages of my career as an international player, we played here at least 2 or 3 times. So yeah, the players enjoy it here. It's a lovely environment to play, and tonight hopefully they can go out onto that pitch and show all these supporters what they're all about, and put into practice all the hard work and all the training that they have been doing, and everyone here can see what a great national team that we have.
I think it's safe to say that the top end of the women's game is more familiar with playing on the artificial surface than perhaps your male counterpart. So as far as this one goes, you can see it's a massive pitch, and you talked about before we started, is this important that we get the ball down tonight and try and play in the right manner?
Yeah, the players are very familiar with artificial. In Scotland, I think there's only Aberdeen in the top league who play on grass, so every week the players are training on artificial surface. They're playing their games on there, so this is no different. The size of the pitch tonight, I think, will suit Scotland. I think it'll be gaps opening up, I'm quite sure, in the Romanian defence, and I think this will be ideal conditions for us.
When you're heading into a big tournament, where is the balance between performance and result? You know, would you rather put in an excellent performance but unluckily come away with a draw, or is it all about winning the game? Is there a balance to be found there?
It'll always be about results. When you're playing in any game, the main thing is that you get a result on the day. But obviously, for confidence and going into the next game, then you also want to put out a good performance. So there will be a balance, but with the most important thing being about the result.
Well, as you can see, the teams have taken to the field here at the Falkirk Stadium. Gemma Fay, the Scotland captain. Everyone preparing to be upstanding for the national anthem of tonight's visitors, Romania. Band of Romanian fans have made the trip over. Certainly enjoyed that one. These players look up for coming here and giving Scotland a real test tonight. And now the moment these Scotland fans have been waiting for. Time for Flower of Scotland, and of course the Scotland national anthem.
Charlie Martin, ladies and gentlemen.
Rendition of Flower of
So tonight's
Scotland.
teams are once again.
Let's take a look at tonight's teams then, of course, starting with the hosts, Scotland. Going to be a 4-1-4-1 formation for the senior side. Gemma Fay in goal. Back four, Frankie Brown, Vicky, Valerie Barnsley and Hayley Laudel. Holding midfielder is going to be Joe Wilson, Caroline Weir and Brighton. Lisa Evans, Brown and up front is Jane Ross on the bench. Many substitutes to bring you run through the quick. Shannon Lindsay, Alexander, Rachel Scotland, Ross, Roy Arthur, Christy Murray, Erin Tucker, Lana Cleland, Kirsty Smith and Joelle Murphy. As for tonight's visitors from Romania, it's going to be Andrea Paralusa in goal, Andrea Cordano, Havri-Stoke, Lydia Havri-Stoke, Iona Blaston, Maria Fitzai, Adina Giorgio, Stefania Vltava, Florentina Ola, Alexandra Lunka, Anna Maria Gora and Cosmina Dusha in the starting 11. Tonight's match officials are all from England. Sarah Garrett is the referee. And what are you expecting, Julie, from this Scotland side?
I think the back four were comfortable with a back four. I think that the difference is that we're now going to play with that one player who will protect the back line, and Joe Love is very good at breaking up play and stopping kind of transition attacks. So I think just that one player will give us that extra bit of support. The four midfielders that we've got a lot of pace in a wide area, and Lisa Evans and Frankie Brown, who are both in the top of their game at the moment, and hopefully they'll provide a good service to Jane Ross up front.
Yeah, Jane Ross has obviously had an excellent club season as well. You're hoping that type of form translates to the international setup?
Yeah, Jane's the type of player who works exceptionally hard in training and in games, so you can always expect the same thing from Jane. She'll be available for a pass at every opportunity, and our goal scoring record speaks for itself.
Yeah, this indeed is a women's international challenge match, so perhaps see some substitutions throughout the evening as well. The Scotland team just going over to take their place in the centre circle as the Romanians go about their pre-match huddle as well. And we are going to have a minute's silence prior to tonight's kick-off for those who've been affected by recent atrocities in Manchester and London.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to ask all spectators to join in a minute's silence to remember the victims of the recent events in Manchester and London. This will begin and end on the referee's whistle.
Well, that minute's silence impeccably observed, as you might expect then, as we look to get this one underway. Julie, we were just touching on that Scotland team before the minute's silence then. For those who are perhaps not as familiar, how close is this to a starting 11 that could start in the Euros, and who else might we see feature as the weeks go on and that tournament draws closer?
Yeah, it's very close to the team that we will hopefully see at the Euros. Obviously we have Jenny Beattie, who's a big part of the squad, missing tonight. As well as Rachel Cossey, who I'm sure would have started tonight had she been fully fit. Apart from those two players, Anna has had everyone else who will be part of the Euros available to her tonight. It's going to be a very tough decision who she plays in her starting 11, because there are a lot of strong players on the bench, and I think tonight she'll be able to have a look at quite a few of those when she makes substitutions.
Well, Scotland getting us underway and trying to go on the front foot right from the off, as DK just tries to fire that one out to the near side. It does evade everyone and go out for a throw-in on this near side. Anna Maria Gora, the left back for Romania, gets us underway. That one's just flicked down the line. Suggestion of a high boot there. Referee's happy to let play continue, and it's back again with Dike. All the way back to the very experienced Gemma Fay in the Scotland goal. Not too far away from 200 caps now, the Scotland goalkeeper. And already you can see just inside the first minute, Scotland happy to play it along that back line. Loose possession though in midfield that time. Neatly turned away by Ola. And is this something that you'd expect to see, Julie, a feature of the opening minute? If we can make any snap judgments, is that Scotland are more than happy just to take possession at the back and try and find their way into this game.
Yeah, we're looking to get comfortable on the ball, get a touch on the ball early doors, and set up. Our back line are comfortable with the ball at their feet. So yeah, you're looking to get an early touch, and Gemma Fay's already been brought into play.
There goes Jane Ross scampering. She wins that one back, plays it across. It's going to fall to the edge of the box, rolled in towards goal. It was Leanne Crichton with the shot just inside the penalty box. Side-footed effort, and in the end, she'll probably be a bit disappointed she didn't get more on it.
Yeah, I think she will. It was a great cut back from Jane Ross. Found her very comfortably, side foot, but yeah, I think she was just trying to keep the ball down and hit the target.
So encouraging signs for Scotland then inside the opening 2 minutes, already with a clear sight at goal. Jane Ross showing what she's capable of getting in behind, and Leanne Crichton with the supporting run from midfield. Here's Jo Love though, just getting across to Barsley, making her home debut for Scotland tonight. This one chipped down the line. It's a lovely ball for Brown to chase. She's going to manage to keep it in. She just lifts her head, dinks it in, left-footed, near at the back post, header into the bottom corner. Lisa Evans makes it Scotland 1, Romania 0. Only 2 minutes on the clock, and that is a dream start for the hosts.
Great start, yeah, great start to the game. Yeah, Fiona Brown getting in behind the back line. She's very pacey, excellent with both feet, and she put in an excellent cross all the way to the back post, where Lisa Evans had tucked herself into the box. Great finish, and what a wonderful start.
Yeah, we've just seen it again. Brown getting to the byline. You see her lifting her head, and as a striker yourself, that's the type of service you just love, isn't it?
I had the pleasure of playing with Fiona Brown at Glasgow City and Celtic, and she consistently puts crosses into the box like that. So Lisa Evans would have known where she was aiming for and managed to get herself into position. Well,
we said that Scotland were looking to assert themselves early on in this game, and they have done exactly that. Less than 3 minutes on the clock, and it's already 1-0 as Gemma Fay has to come scampering from her goal. The offside flag is up on the far side anyway. And especially when you're looking towards building that tournament mentality, how important is it? You know, we always hear these cliches in football about scoring the first goal, and it doesn't always work out that way, but particularly when it's going to get down to the nitty-gritty, it's going to be a real skill to have, isn't it, to try and start games quickly?
Yeah, and scoring a goal so early on in the game as well, that just settles the players' nerves, lifts their confidence, and I think when you do score such an early goal, you see a difference in the way the team perform. We can be confident now, we can knock the ball about, and hopefully get our attacking players on the ball.
Two centre-backs for Scotland exchanging passes yet again. Dike and Barsley just trying to build up a bit of a partnership. As we said, it is only Barsley's second cap for Scotland, so not perhaps as familiar with her teammates as some of the others. Here you can see Jo Love, the deepest lying midfielder tonight, just dropping in, trying to pick up the ball, tries to fire that one forward. It's given away. There's Ross again. She's thinking about threading it through. Opens it up to this side though. Here's the goal scorer Evans, clearly full of confidence as she tries to make her way into the box. Good tackle by Gora, it must be said. Evans battling hard to try and win it back. And you can see there Julie Evans just with the bit of confidence that goal's given her, more than happy to just get her head down and try and run it fullbacks.
Yeah, it's what she does best. She's very good with the ball at her feet. She has a lot of pace, and that was a very good tackle from the defender. But yeah, she'll continuously look to try and get in behind and use her pace.
So Romania taking no chances then, just looking for a more direct approach. Doesn't quite work though, goes all the way through to Gemma Fay. Kuzmina Dusha is the furthest forward player for Romania, didn't really have any chance of catching that one. Back in it comes to Barsley, plenty of space for her to pick a pass. As Jo Love just nips it away out to this near side. TK looks to try and play it down the right flank. Cut out again though. Neither side really managing to hold possession. And I suppose important for Romania as well, they try and get a foothold back in this one. No team likes to fall behind after 2 minutes, and they did look a little bit shell-shocked after that.
Yeah, I think it's very difficult to lose a goal so early on in the game, especially when you are the underdog. When Scotland gain momentum, it'll be very difficult to pull it back. But I think it's a bit scrappy at the moment. We're giving the ball away far too easily from the back line and in the midfield, and I think we really need somebody to get a hold of the ball, play it simple, and try and get the ball to our attacking threats.
So that Lisa Evans goal is the difference after 6 minutes then. Scotland win yet another throw-in on this near side, been a real feature of the game so far. And it goes. Jane Ross tries to work it well with her back to goal. Ball breaks into the midfield, crunching tackle from Jo Love. Lovely backheel flick that time from Hayley Lauder. Again, she's scrapping hard to win it back. Both teams flying in with the tackles. Caroline Weir now with it, slips a nice ball down the line for Ross to try and chase. She's just about going to keep it in, is she? No, says the assistant on this side, but it looks as if Scotland have won themselves a corner. Romanian
She's done very well
goalkeeper
to catch that there. It did look like it was going to run out, but just to get something from it, and we now have a corner. We can bring up our taller players and our aerial threat.
Scotland perhaps a little bit fortunate to win the corner on that occasion. Fiona Brown not complaining at all. She's going to try and deliver yet again, and it comes right footed this time. In swinging, it's high. Barsley's up there as well. Just got slightly underneath the ball as it breaks out to Love on this near side. She finds Weir in this corner of the penalty box. Back again to Love, just going to float a high one in there. Goalkeeper thinks about coming, then doesn't head her over the top. And again it was Barsley in there. We spoke about it in the lineup, Julie. There's one obvious strength to Vela Barsley's game, and it's her height. Clearly the tallest player on this pitch, and that's something Scotland look to utilise there.
It is. It's something we can use when we get the ball into wide areas. She had stayed up from the corner, and she was very unlucky not to score in her home debut.
Yeah, Vela Barsley qualifies for Scotland via her Shetland-born mother, 29-year-old, so it has taken her a while to get her first Scotland cap. She's now in her second tonight, and looks as if she's enjoying herself out there, trying to get in the score sheet. Good battle in front of us there between the two number 11s. It's going to be a foul throw against Gora on this near side. It's got to be a frustration for the coach, that one. You win a throw in high up the field, and
especially at this level, to concede a foul throw. Yeah, it would be very frustrating for them, especially when they're not up in the Scotland half very often.
There's Love enjoying plenty of possession in these early stages, as you would expect from someone playing in that deep lying midfield role, as Brown swivels and plays a lovely ball over the top. Lauder's going to chase that one, thinks about checking back onto her right foot, but decides just to try and play it down the line. There's Brown again looking to deliver, and already within the opening 9 minutes or so, Fiona Brown has been involved at pretty much the heart of everything good that Scotland have done so far. Yeah,
she has, and I think we'll see a nice partnership between Fiona and Hayley Lauder, who's playing in behind her. They're both very composed, and they're very, very good on the ball, and it'll be nice to see the two of them teaming up and what they can create for Scotland.
Fiona Brown, of course, now playing her football in Sweden, so a chance to see some familiar faces when the sides meet in a friendly in the coming weeks. Scotland do have a free kick in an interesting position here. That was the Anne Crichton fouled in the middle of the park. Fairly easy decision for referee Sarah Garrett. Suspect it's just a bit too far out for a crack at goal.
I'm not so sure Caroline Weir has scored from this distance before, so it'll be interesting to see if she does take it on or not.
She just looked round at Anna Senior there as if to get some
for approval,
permission to have a crack at goal. She's certainly thinking about it, as Caroline Weir. She lines it up left-footed. Here it goes. It is indeed going to be a shot at goal. Gets a good amount on it. Punched away by Paraluta in the Romania goal. Scotland still have it with Brown. Lovely footwork from her. Just dancing away from 3 challenges. Down she goes. It's going to be yet another corner kick to Scotland. And Scotland really piling on the pressure early on.
Yeah, she done fantastic to get a corner there. There was 3 players round about her. She didn't really look like she was going anywhere. And I think a corner was the best we could hope for.
You can see left-footed delivery this time from Brown, and it comes in swinging. Again, the keeper hesitates. Cleared only as far as Love. She just has it nipped off her toe though. Scotland had a good sighted goal there, but Romanian defence do well to clear, and it's all the way back with Gemma Fay. You can see Romania trying a bit harder to press higher up the field now though. Clearly not getting much joy from sitting back in the early stages as Lauder has it. Good turn. Just allows the ball to roll through her body. It goes all the way back to Dika now though. Caroline Weir in no hurry whatsoever. Goes back to the defence. Barsley and Dike appear to have switched sides for the meantime. That's back with Barsley. Lifts her head, going to play a long diagonal over to the far side. And a good flick on as well. Hayley Lauder is going to get there. And it comes to the penalty box then. Romanian defence really getting themselves in a bit of a confusion state there. They do manage to come clear, and perhaps the first chance for Romania to break. We've not seen them up the field too often, but here they come. Alexandra Lunka has it, lifts her head, tries to swing it in. Good defending though. And again, Fiona Brown showing that she can do the hard work going back the way as well.
Yeah, she's back helping Ifoma. I think we had numbers forward and Frankie Brown, so it was good covering from Fiona Brown.
So Scotland in no hurry to take this throw in on the near side then. Frankie Brown goes back to Dike. And again over to Barsley. Happy to stride forward when she can, but taking no chances. Just coming back in as the midfield and attacking options move and try and give Scotland something to aim at. There's Brown again, down she goes. And another cheap free kick if you're of a Romanian persuasion. I sense your frustration there. Are you perhaps feeling Scotland just going a bit too direct, a bit too often?
Yeah, I think particularly our centre backs, if he's really needing to play it simple, we're losing the ball between our midfield and our strikers. It's just breaking down when she's playing a longer pass, and I think we're needing to get the ball and go wide to Fiona Brown and Lisa Evans.
For those of you who obviously can't see us, Julie is literally kicking every ball up here, so that just shows that it never leaves you. But here comes Scotland again. There's Lauder, just about manages to bring it under control. I think she ended up confusing herself there, and Romania come away with it. That's going to be trying flicked into the path there, but Barsley's going to recover well. Play it back to Fay. Not an easy one to take. It was bobbling back towards the Scotland goalkeeper, but she did well. Clears it over the halfway line, and it goes to Jane Ross. Here again, just slipped through. Here is Jane Ross. She's clear through into the penalty box. Lifts her head. Good composure. Back she comes and just tries to float one in. I must admit, I think it was probably a cross that she got all wrong.
Yeah, I think she was looking for Lisa Evans and Leanne Crichton, who had worked hard to get up and support her. I don't think she was shooting from that angle.
But it was good build-up play. You could see Jane Ross coming back to goal, happy to take the ball in, lay it off, and then gets the pass through. And I suppose that's a tactic Scotland will look to exploit, with her always working hard up there on her own.
Yeah, she works hard and she does have a lot of pace, so she'll cause any backline problems. You really do have to keep an eye on her.
Here she is again, dropping deep this time into the centre circle. So that one curls out to the left-hand side. Offside flag is up though against Lisa Evans. Romania more than happy to adopt a direct approach when it comes to these free kicks. Don't tend to take any chances at the back, but they have on this occasion. Just going to roll it out to that far side and trying to go up the line. Scotland claiming for a throw-in, but the assistant referee in the far side's not interested. Back it comes. Jane Ross scampering across to try and win back possession. Dinked into the midfield. Won back well by Scotland, and here they come again. And Jo Love just floats it over the top. It's a terrific pass that does find Fiona Brown. She's one-on-one with the fullback. If she can just knock it past her. Good defending though. Anna Maria Gora stood up well. Romania just about managed to clear their lines. Here's Love. Back to Weir. Weir gets it back for the second time. Good passage of play this from Scotland. The pass just a yard or two beyond Fiona Brown. Here comes Lunka for Romania. Just holding the ball up, trying to bring her teammates up to get involved with play. Gemma Faye's going to come and collect that one rather easily. The Scotland backline not really been tested so far.
No, they've not, and Gemma plays almost like a sweeper in behind her back four. She's very quick off her line, and she's also an extremely good communicator, so she'll be speaking to Bardsley, she'll be speaking to Foma DK, just to make sure that they know that they have her support.
Well, Leanne Crichton is the one down in the middle of the field at the moment. Looks like she picked up a sore one. I'm sure she's going to be fine to continue. Just getting a help up there from Jo Love.
Yeah, it looked like a clumsy tackle rather than anything else, but it's good to see that she's back on her feet again.
She doesn't look too happy about it, but I'm sure she'll be okay. Scotland with the chance just to restart things just inside the centre circle. Got a chance to play it short if they want, and indeed they do. Jo Love and DK just making up the triangle there, but again it goes direct from Scotland and doesn't quite work out. Jo Love slides in to win back possession though, something she's done on numerous occasions already inside these opening 17 minutes or so. Lauder sticks out the left boot and just about brings it under control. Drags it back, finds Crichton. Again the pass is loose though, and the ball finds itself coming back at the Scotland rear line. DK again looking over the top, but again just too much on it, and you can see Anna Signol down in front of us a little bit frustrated at those passes going astray.
Yeah, I'm sure she will be frustrated. It's frustrating watching it at times. I think we're getting away with it because it's a lower team that we're playing, but I think next week when they go to Sweden, these passes we're going to get penalised for them if we don't start trying to find Scotland players with them.
Well, Jane Ross jumped for that one. Did manage to evade everyone though as Romania hack it clear. And the Romanian coach in front of us equally as bemused as to why his team decided to kick that one out of play. Not a happy man. The fourth official just ushering Frankie Brown back as that one goes down the line. Easily won by Romania. Jo Love with it though. Plenty of space for her to move across the field. Lovely curling pass with the outside of the right boot. Down the line it goes. Romania not holding back.
That was much better from Jo Love, taking the ball and finding a Scotland player, playing it simple but switching the play and making Romania work harder.
It's going to be important if she plays that role, that's exactly what she does, isn't it? Especially in these big wide surfaces, that she gets the ball and lifts her head, comes out the other side and tries to spread the play. Yeah,
just breaking down play, picking up loose balls in the midfield, and Jo's very good at keeping the ball. She's an experienced player, and she's very good at taking the ball from one side and playing it out the other side. I think that's why she's been selected for that role tonight.
Well, Scotland have a free kick in a fairly dangerous looking position. Jane Ross and Caroline Weir are over it. Barsley's up from the back as well, so plenty of options for Scotland. Every Romania player back behind this ball, so they sense the danger clearly. Looks like it is going to be the right boot of Ross to deliver this one. Here it comes in, just trying to bend it in towards the front post, and in the end an easy take for Paraluta in the Romanian goal.
I think she tried to disguise that, and that she was going to cross the ball and catch the keeper out, but there wasn't a great deal of pace in the shot to get it beyond the goalkeeper.
So Romania let off on that occasion as they keep possession on the halfway line. Bortan eventually loses out though. Lauder has it, works it into Love. Lauder again. Every time you can just see Love dropping off to make up that triangle. Neat back heel there, manages to relieve some of the danger for the Romanians. Up the line again. Barnsley battling hard, but good hold-up play. You can see the Romanian front two not really got much movement, not causing too much trouble so far as Ross gets the ball inside the penalty area. No one really for company. She does well, turns back though. And the pass just can't quite find the Scotland jersey.
Yeah, we're a bit slow to support Jane Ross there. I think she had to delay the pass just a bit too much, and it was difficult to find the Scotland
Here's
players.
Brown though on the right foot, just slashes that one over the bar. It was a lovely pass from Jo Love. Fiona Brown did ever so well to bring it under control, but just couldn't quite keep the shot down.
Yeah, coming in off the wing that time, coming through the middle to maybe surprise the Romanian back line, and she'll be sorry that she didn't hit the target with that one.
Yeah, really good chance for Scotland to double their lead on that occasion. Fiona Brown, the player who set up the first goal, of course, and she had a real chance to get her name on the score sheet as well. Just couldn't quite keep it down though. Encouraging signs for Scotland as we approach the halfway mark of this first half. Across to Barnsley, has seen plenty of the ball on her home debut. DK opting to play it shorter this time. Gets it back. Jo Love just going to try and curl that one into the path of Lisa Evans. She's chasing hard, but an easy clearance in the end for feet shy.
It was much better keeping the ball our back line that time, getting the ball wide and finding Jo Love. We now find ourselves further up the pitch.
You can see Jane Ross more than happy just to take the ball in with her back to goal. Maybe an early cross in, the goalkeeper again very hesitant. And that's something surely Scotland have to capitalise on. That's the last 3 cross balls she's thought about coming for and then decided to go back the way.
Yeah, I think we only had Fiona Brown in the box that time, so we didn't really have an awful lot of options.
See the Scotland substitutes watching on. I'm sure they'll be relatively pleased with what they've seen so far, albeit hoping that they can get on and get involved in the action as this game progresses. There's Love again. Another excellent pass out to this near side. Evans with it, decides to come inside, clearly pulled back there. Gora taking no chances. A very easy decision for the referee.
Yeah, and we'll set up again with Caroline Weir coming out wide to deliver the ball again. She's got a great left foot, she strikes the ball very, very well, and Fiona Brown's going to come over the ball with her. Not sure whether it'll be an in-swinger or an out-swinger.
Looks like it is going to be the left boot. In it comes. It's a really good ball, and there's Barnsley up. Anna Senior's got her head in her hands in front of us because that was a real chance for Scotland. A great delivery.
That was a fantastic ball. Floated in, sorry, not floated in. She hit it with a bit of pace, and you can see with the corners and the free kicks that we're getting that we are aiming for Barnsley, in the hope that we can use our height and get something from it.
So another corner on the far side. Fiona Brown's been busy so far, delivering from all angles. Here it comes again. It's another high one. The keeper this time does collect, and that might just settle the nerves of Andrea Paraluta because she's looked rather shaky on certain occasions so far. Gemma Fay with plenty of time just to assess her options. Decides just to float it out to the far side. Precision kicking from the Scotland goalkeeper. Barnsley just dinks that one into Jo Love. Scotland managing to play the ball forward, losing out though. Romania working it out to this left-hand side. It's been a good battle between the two number 11s, Olar and Evans so far. Uncharacteristic loose pass that time from Jane Ross. You can see what she was trying to do, just trying to lay it off to this near side, gets too much on it.
She was under pressure from the Romanian centre back, just failed to keep that one under control.
Up goes Brown, good header up the line. Romania have yet another throw in on this near side. Really not managing to cause Scotland any problems so far. I'm I'm sure Anna Senior will be hoping that
And
remains the
again.
same, and yet another, not quite a foul throw again, but this time taken from the wrong position.
Yeah, and I think it's at the same player. It's certainly in the same area. And losing possession again when you're working so hard to get it back. Their coach is out on the touchline and he looks frustrated.
And if your full-backs and wide players can't get the throw-ins right, it doesn't leave much hope for the rest of us.
No, it no, it doesn't. And they've found themselves defending again. Scotland just playing the ball around their back line.
Leanne Crichton it is this time, just dropping deep. Allowing Joe Love to move a little bit further up. DK coming back to Bardsley over on the far side. Joe Love just slightly rushed that one, gets away with it though. Caroline Weir into Crichton, she just tries to dink one over the top. It's a little bit intricate though. Weir has it again, into the feet of Ross. Lays it off, there's the goal scorer Evans. You can see she's just trying to dink that one through. Just didn't get the direction on it.
Yeah, I don't think that's what she intended. I think she's mishit that. She had support from Leanne Crichton and Jane Ross, and a stray pass, but I think the right idea was there.
That one's charged down well by Brown on the far side. Going to be an audacious attempt at goal. Jane Ross apologising to her teammates. That was we'll put that one under ambitious, shall we?
I think she saw the goalkeeper off her line, but didn't seem to connect correctly with the ball.
Ross working hard though to try and win the ball back. Brown's there as well. Romanian defence with no real options. Lauder wins a throw in. The game's just hit perhaps a little bit of a lull. You would have thought with Scotland going ahead after 2 minutes that they would have really wanted to try and press forward and get another by now.
Yeah, we would have thought the way the game had started. It's gone a bit quiet. We're needing one of our players to take the game by the scruff of the neck, try and create something and lift this crowd.
Well, here is the goal scorer. Lisa Evans just tries to play that one in behind again, just can't connect properly. And that allows Olar to come forward. She plays it down the line. Here's Alexandra Lunka. I've not seen too much of Romania attacking. This time the ball does come into the box. Barsley does well to clear, only as far as Bortan. She works it out to the far side as well. Gemma Fay, you can see the communication that you spoke about earlier on, an early shout, and it just takes all the pressure off the back line.
Yeah, it's a strength of Gemma's. She likes to talk, both on and off the pitch. But yeah, it really does help the back line, makes them feel more comfortable. And we're on the attack here with Caroline Weir.
Here is Caroline Weir just going to lay it off to Ross at the edge of the box, just crowded out. She's working hard to win it back, but again another decent chance goes a begging for Scotland. Here comes Frankie Brown, hasn't managed to get forward too much.
Throw-ins aside, the left fullback has seemed to put in quite a few good challenges. You can forgive her for her throw-ins because she does seem to have stopped Scotland in numerous occasions.
There's Crichton on the edge of the box again, just ball wouldn't sit down for her, couldn't quite decide if she wanted a shot at goal or trying to find a teammate. It's Frankie Brown, number 17. Prepares to get us back underway as the half-hour mark fast approaches. No real movement in front of her as Brown struggles to find a teammate, and it comes though. Evans finds Brown again. Lovely control from Jane Ross. Left-footed into Evans. I suppose for someone who sets high standards, Evans hasn't quite got her dribbling game going just yet.
No, she's not. She's keeping the ball quite close to the defenders, and it seems to be easy for them to nick it off her. But she has scored one, so we can
we'll let her away with it, shall we?
We can let her away with that one.
That is going to be a foul against Scotland this time. The home side have been on the receiving end of the vast majority of challenges so far. But a chance for Romania just to take some pressure off. Back it comes to Fitzshire, rattles it right off the face of Crichton. The referee decides to bring it back, but I'm sure Lisa Evans wants to see Leanne Crichton get up, but she's a bit frustrated because she felt she might have been through on goal there.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Between checking that your teammate's okay and the fact that you're almost through in goal and get a goal scoring opportunity. Yeah, I haven't seen it being pulled back like that before.
Certainly was very quick from the referee, Sarah
Jane
Garrett.
Ross was frustrated that she didn't manage to get through in goal and get a shot off.
I'm not sure she'll take it quite so well if that happens in the Netherlands in July.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe in a friendly match in Falkirk she'll give the referee the benefit of the doubt on that one. Scotland fans there in the Falkirk Stadium happy with what they've seen so far. I think this is the goal we're going to see again. You can see Brown, it's just a lovely ball, it gets better every time you see it. She floats it right in. And perhaps we didn't give enough credit to Lisa Evans because she does everything right. That's exactly, as a striker, I'm sure that's exactly what you want to do. Back across the goalkeeper and right into the far corner.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, she gets herself into a great position. She's playing out wide here, but she tucks herself in. She gives Fiona Brown another option. And it is a great finish. It hits the side net and then very difficult for the goalkeeper to do anything with it when it's from such close range.
We were all clearly delighted with that one. Pleased to say Leanne Crichton is up. No real facial damage after the ball getting smashed off her there. But here come Romania. They might just be in behind here. Barsley's working hard to try and win it back. Lauder's there as well. Dike comes across. Scotland not really managing to clear their lines. Ola just tries to swing it in with the left boot. Barsley's underneath it, header down. Good save, Gemma Fay. 32 minutes on the clock. The Scotland captain's not had a save to make. And she'll be pleased to have got down and kept that one out.
She will. I'm sure Anna's not going to be happy. It seemed very easy, one pass through the middle, and we left the Scotland centre backs were left kind of flapping. They get the ball out wide and manage to get a cross in. So there's a lot of work to be done, because if we're playing a team like Sweden next week or England in the Euros, we're going to be punished for these mistakes.
Yeah, a real let-off for Scotland. First time we've really seen Romania in an attacking sense, and it took a smart save from Gemma Fay. Lisa Evans has taken a sore one on the near touch line. She's just politely pointing out to the referee that that's not the first time this evening. Caroline Weir looking to deliver from almost right on the sideline. Already seen some fantastic deliveries from Scotland. Here it comes again, left-footed again, it's right into the danger area, flicked on towards goal. The last touch might just have come off a Romania player. It was Hayley Lauder that got in there. And similar to Gemma Fay up the other end, goalkeeper got down well. Offside flag is up on the far side.
Been pulled up for offside there, but it's a very, very similar pass to the one that we had seen just a couple of minutes ago. And I think we're either needing to cut that pass off at the source or we're really needing to do better in tracking their strikers.
Yeah, Romania just starting to threaten ever so slightly in the last couple of minutes. Scotland had largely been enjoying things their own way up until that point. As Dike goes sliding in, she's going to have to get back though, because Scotland have given away possession. Here comes Ola, the Romanian captain. Just drags the ball back, threads a lovely pass through the legs as well. Ola again with it. It's good defending from Joe Love, coming across again. This time just slack, tries the back heel and it doesn't come off. Scotland making life difficult for themselves back there.
Yeah, and it comes from our mistake. It comes from Iffy dribbling the ball in the centre of the pitch and losing it. And again, we're vulnerable at the back when we lose one from our back line. Luckily it didn't come to anything that time, but it's very dangerous if we're going to keep losing the ball in those types of areas.
Yeah, the Scotland back line certainly starting to get tested a bit more often in these latter stages of the first half. Gemma Fay just rolls that one out to Barsley. So much space for the Scotland centre backs to pick up the ball and come forward if they want, or indeed share passes with each other. Dike comes out to Brown. Barsley again, this one's high out towards Brown on this near side. Defender does well to get underneath it. Fiona Brown just struggling to keep that one in. No real fluency about Scotland at the moment. Certainly still the team in control of this game though.
Yeah, it's just a bit stop-start. There's not a great deal of football being played at the moment. I find the ball going out of play an awful lot. So it's not quite got the crowd going and exciting all the young fans that have come out to watch.
Stefania Vltava is the number 8 for Romania. She's won her side a free kick just inside the centre circle. Here she has it again. Decides just to turn back as that one's played forward. There's going to be a bit of a race on here between Lunka and Frankie Brown. Does ever so well to win the ball back. Fiona Brown also coming back to double up. It's been a real feature of Scotland's play. The wide players more than happy to do their defensive duties. Both technical areas claiming for a throw in. It does go the way of the Romanians.
Just going to get a third chance here of a throw in.
Surely it's 3 strikes and you're out. Three foul throws in one game is not okay. Gets that one spot on. And it goes then. Down goes Weir. Referee's seen enough. First booking of the evening goes to Alexandra Lunka. Certainly not the worst foul you'll see, but clearly just an accumulation.
Yeah, she just mistimed it. Fortunately for us, it hasn't damaged Caroline Weir in any way, but yeah, just a bit clumsy, a bit slow.
No real complaints from the Romanian number 14 either. It suggests Sarah Garrett made the right decision. Left-footed from Barsley. To Lauder. Just drifts infield. Jolov not quite getting on the ball as much as she was in the early stages, but she has it once again. Scotland surrender possession once more. The assistant on the far side spotted something. She's not happy with, I think it was Lisa Evans going over there and committing the foul. As you said, I think you touched on it a moment or two ago, stop-start is probably the most accurate description of the last 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, the ball's barely been in play, either out of touch or free kicks. We do need to try and get the ball, keep it in the park, and see if we can create something.
It was composed defending that time from Dike, just kneeling down to nod the ball back to Gemma Fay. Jolov has it once more, allows the ball to come through her body, finds Crichton. Left footed out to Brown on this near side. She tries to go down the line, just about going to be kept in. And yet again, the Romanian defence handling the threat of Caroline Weir very well. The two Browns combining for Scotland. That one's high into the box. The goalkeeper's missed it again. Crichton's there, wins the initial ball, hacked clear only as far as Lauder, brings it down, tries to play it in left-footed, and again, not often you see two players in one game get the ball blasted off their face, but it's now Romania's turn.
Yeah, I think she looks like she's took a sore one there. Just as we wait in the corner kick getting taken, she's going to get treatment.
Right off the side of the head from Hayley Lauder. They did well to pick up the second ball. Often tonight when Scotland have got to the edge of that penalty box, it's just broken down at the final minute, so Lauder did well to try and keep that one alive. Photographers on the far side, they're all hoping they got an action shot of that one. Andrea Cordino is the player who's off the field at the moment. Scotland decide to try and make that numerical advantage count, and taking it short eventually is played in by Brown. Barsley's up there, Evans is underneath it, she flicks it, but the offside flag is up on the near side. Scotland just trying to use Barsley's height and feed off the second balls.
Yeah, she done well to to win that one with Jane Ross just lurking in the 6-yard box. That time offside, but she's in and about the right area.
Alexandra Lunka just firing that one high into the main stand here at the Falkirk Stadium. On a yellow card already, the Romania number 14. DK with plenty of time to bring that one down. Spray it across to Barsley. Lauder into Crichton. Good tracking from Romania, but excellent possession play from Crichton. Does really well to come across the centre circle and plays a wonderful pass in behind as well. Fiona Brown almost got on the end of it. Good clearing challenge from Paraluta in the Romania goal. Here is Crichton again, really picking some lovely passes in the last minute or two. I think they call that one the commentator's curse. Just praising her passing ability. That one goes astray, but Scotland do still have it. Out to Brown on the far side. Manages to ride one tackle and two. Great strength as well. Again with the left boot, floated back. Crunching challenge. It does fall to Crichton. Tries just to lay it off to Love, but it's slack again from the Scotland midfield. That's another good period of possession, just breaks down at the final minute. It
is another good ball in from Fiona Brown. You can see her lifting her head and trying to pick a Scotland player out. That time we didn't quite connect with the ball.
Tafo just slips that one down the line. It's played across because Mina Dusha was inches away from bringing Romania level.
Yeah, I feel that if she'd slid just a second earlier, then she was going to get on the end of that. But Romania are getting crosses into our box, and it is worrying because that one could quite easily have hit the back of the net.
Fairly concerning times for Scotland. That's one or two chances Romania have now passed up. Scotland look to go on the attack once more, but Lisa Evans managing to keep it in on this near side. Into Ross, gets it back. Nice 1-2 between those two, but then Evans loses possession. Loose ball in the midfield, going to be picked up by Romania. Certainly look like they've got a bit of a spring in their step now as that one's played forward. Offside flag goes up. Because Mina Dusha has been on her heels for much of the first half, but she had a glorious chance to equalise just before the half-time whistle approaches. Again, Scotland opting for a direct approach. Scotland just trying to work the ball in a fairly tight area on the far side, doing well to keep possession. Lauder plays it out to the far side. You can see the head getting lifted as that one's whipped in. Jane Ross there as well. Scotland win another corner. Have managed to get many crosses into the box, just trying to make another one count now. Fiona Brown with one arm in the air. You know where this one's going, right into the danger area as it's whipped in, cleared at the near post by Romania and volleyed up the line. DK, the last line of defence for Scotland, tries to play it across. Frankie Brown is going to get there. She doesn't have many options in front of her. Fortunate collision of two Romanian players allows Scotland to come forward. There's Ross, just flicks it with the outside of the boot. Romania player down in a fair bit of difficulty there just outside the box. It's Cordino again.
She's managed to recover very well from what looked like a serious incident, but she's back on her feet.
Maria Fitchai managed to shake that one off very quickly. There's Jane Ross again. Lisa Evans with it. Crunching tackle that time. A fair one though, says the referee. And again, a corner kick to Scotland.
Lisa Evans is really coming up against it. Every time she's on the ball, they're very quick to close her down and eliminate the threat.
Now, I'm sure the eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed this, but Fiona Brown is delivering corner kicks with both feet. depending what side she's on.
Yeah,
That is quite a skill.
It is, and the quality of her crosses as well. It's she's managing to pick players out and hit the correct areas. She's got quite a run here to now make it to the other side of the pitch. And
yeah, she's busy.
She'll swing this one in with her right foot.
I mean, at any level of football, you very rarely see that.
I know, yeah. She's very comfortable with the ball at her feet, very comfortable with striking it with either foot, and the quality that she can get from playing the ball from such a wide area. It's an exceptional quality to have.
Decides to go short that time. The ball eventually does come into the back post. Just far too much on it though from Caroline Weir.
Caroline Weir's another player who's very confident and comfortable with the ball at both feet. She does favour her left foot, but yeah, she's very good on both feet.
There goes the half-time whistle then, and the scoreline certainly makes for decent reading if you are a Scotland fan. Half-time is Scotland 1, Romania 0. It was a dream start when after just 2.5 minutes Brown got to the byline, chipped one across, and there was Lisa Evans with the header to give Anna Signol's side the lead. They haven't managed to build on it. A couple of hairy moments at the back, but at half-time they do lead, and I guess in terms of results, so far so good.
Yes, I think with the result, yeah, we're going in a goal up, but in terms of performance, I think Anna will have an awful lot to say to them at half-time, and we'll possibly see the introduction of one of our substitutions.
Well, as the players head into the break, let's take a look at some interesting video content from the Scotland women's national team. We've got a bit of a fun get-to-know-you game from the players and a look back on the under-19's successful qualifying campaign.
First question, guys. When did I sign for Bayern Munich? April 2015, A, or B, May 2015? I'm such a bad postmaster.
Oh, well, I'm changing hands, that's for sure.
Who scored Scotland's last goal? Was it A, Lisa Evans, or B, Frankie Brown?
What was it, A, what?
Penalties don't count. Gals.
How many goals have I scored for Scotland? A, 49, B, 48.
It's close to 50.
That jumped a mile there.
That was so
That was so tingly.
Sorry, Gal, I thought you just scored 48.
It's alright.
I remember reading that last
I read
time.
it last Cyprus.
I should have known that.
Who has scored more goals for Scotland? A, Jo Love, or B, Rachel Corsie?
Jo scored quite a lot recently. Corsie.
Answer is Corsie.
I thought
Corsie
it
had
was
16 and Jo had 13.
Excellent.
Some of them were quite hard, eh?
They're really hard.
How tingly is this though? Still in my hand.
How many games has Anna managed? Is it A, 157, or B, 167? That's a tough one. Just
157. Come on, this is for the one, Jenny. One of us.
which country did I make my debut against? Was it A, Greece, B, Austria?
Yes, gal. We're on the tie.
Easy
We need a
questions.
tiebreak question.
Again, how many goals does Scotland score in Euro 2017 qualification? A, 26, B, 28, C, 30, or D, 32?
Please, I've got it right.
Did you get it right?
Yes! What was it?
C.
Well done, Lisa Evans.
Woo! Good job.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming.
Congratulations.
Scotland under 19 successful Euro qualifying campaign. As you can see, the pitch at the Falkirk Stadium here is a hive of activity at the moment. At half time in the Euro 2017 warm-up match though, it's Scotland 1, Romania 0. Some of the young girls get a chance to share the field with their heroes at half time. And I'm just looking through the substitutes here, Julie, obviously a long list of them, but would you expect to see changes immediately, or is Anna the type to perhaps give it another 10 minutes or so?
I think she might give it 10 minutes and just assess how the second half starts. But she has so many options on the bench, from young, fresh players to experienced players, so it'll be interesting to see what clientele she decides to change.
Just seeing that goal again there from Scotland, the only goal of the game from Lisa Evans. It came after just 2.5 minutes. It was a lovely header and perhaps an even better cross from Fiona Brown. Two-footed player, as we've been discussing, lifted her head, floated that one in with the left boot, and Evans just doing everything right, headering it back across goal and into the bottom corner. I suppose when we're talking about substitutions and potential changes, again it's all about balance, isn't it? Because you want to give as many people a game going into a tournament as possible, but at the same time you don't want to disrupt the rhythm and momentum too much.
Yeah, I think Anna will need to see what our best choice of it's the midfielders, I think, that are that we have an awful lot of quality, and it will be interesting to see whether she brings on quite a few of the players to have a look at them and see what options that she has available to her, or does she try and keep a balanced side and not make too many changes, because it is getting very close to the Euros. I'm not sure what way she'll go, but I do know that she has players on the bench who are playing very well for the club, and who are at excellent physical condition, and they're more than capable of coming on and making a difference in this game.
Are there any in particular you would expect to see? There's obviously the likes of Erin Cuthbert playing at a high level at Chelsea. There's a strong Hibs contingent there as well. Kirsty Smith, Joelle Murray and Rachel McLaughlin, a couple of Glasgow City girls, a few others based down south as well. Anyone you would expect to see soon?
There's so many there. Kirsty Smith has played at left back an awful lot. She's gone for Hayley Lauder tonight. Lana Cleland finished top goal scorer in the Italian league, so she's obviously playing very well. Erin Cuthbert, she's an exciting player. She can change a game. She makes a difference. She scores goals. So there are an awful lot of options on the bench. We've got Leanne Ross, who's a very experienced player, can play anywhere on the pitch, very intelligent. So there's so many options for Anna tonight, and who knows what she'll go for. I think Lana Cleland, she's a kind of option to, if she was going to change Jane Ross, who is a player that doesn't get subbed very often just because of the quality and what she can offer. But we'll see what the second half brings. I do think we need something to up the game. It has gone quiet in the second half of the first half there, so hopefully that something, whatever Anna says to them, makes a difference in the second half.
Well, all 10 of the Scotland substitutes are still out warming up, so that would suggest we're not going to see a change immediately. You've been in that dressing room many times. Give us a bit of an insight then. What's a half-time Teanyok from Anna Signol generally like?
She's very calm, She speaks to the players in a nice manner, and she'll be positive. Anne Helene will also have her input into the game, and they'll have analysed everything about the first half, taken down notes to make sure that the information that they give the players is accurate, and they're very good at motivating the girls. They're also very good at doing that themselves. Gemma Fay has a massive influence in the dressing room, as does Jo Love, so there's plenty of experienced players there for the younger girls to rely on and to get some confidence from.
How happy will Anna be with what she saw in the first half, and then I guess on the back of that, how concerned will she be at some of the negatives that she might have witnessed?
I don't think it's her best performance. I think key players like Lisa Evans is far better than what we've seen. Iffy's gave the ball away a few times, so it hasn't quite been our best performance in the first half, but it's not the Euros just now. It is a friendly, and now is the time to make those mistakes and to iron them out before it really does matter.
Well, Gemma Fay is back on the field leading out the Scotland team. Romania slowly but surely making their way back onto the field here at the Falkirk Stadium as well. And it certainly doesn't look like there are going to be any changes for Scotland at this stage. It's going to be the same 11 which finished the first half, so just a reminder, or for anyone who's just joining us, that's going to be Gemma Fay in goal, the back four of Brown, Dike, Barsley and Lauder. Jo Love the holding midfielder, then it's Weir, Crichton, Evans and Brown, and Jane Ross leading the attack on her own. It's been a fairly convincing first half from Scotland. Just the one goal to show for it though. Time to see if Anna Senior's side can press home that advantage in the second half. Alexandra Lunka is the player over the ball for Romania. And she's just waiting on referee Sarah Garrett to get us back underway. Final check with the assistant on the far side. Both goalkeepers just making sure they're ready to go. And indeed we are underway as Lunka goes all the way back to the centre backs. Romania looking to try and float it out to this right hand side. Fired forward, there's Barsley. Straight away into Weir, gets it back. Joe Love probably been on the ball more than any other Scotland player in that first half. Just that deep lying midfield role. Real link between defence and attack. And DK comes forward. Crichton plays it out to the far side. Bit of space for Scotland to come forward early on. Looking to start the second half the way they did the first. Here's Crichton, nods it down. Ross can't bring it under control. Cleared only as far as Lauder on this left side though. She's got Brown for company. Good control again from Brown onto the right boot. We know she's comfortable in both. Flicked in, Jane Ross. It's over the head of the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. Scotland start the second half exactly as they started the first, and that's by finding the back of the net. Just 52 seconds on the clock of the second half. It's Scotland 2, Romania 0. Jane Ross with the goal.
Who scored?
Now you can see Jane Ross just getting celebrations there from our Scotland team, and we talked about starting the first half well, and we've done it again.
Yeah, I mean we've beat the first half in terms of speed for getting the ball in the back of the net. Again, another cross from the left hand side from Fiona Brown, and a great head flick from Jane Ross. The keeper was too close in for her to react, and yeah, I mean we found the back of the net very quickly.
And in the aftermath of that goal, Romania have made a substitution. It's not often you see a substitution after just 50 seconds of the restart. We'll bring you up to speed with that as soon as we get confirmation of it.
I think they were looking to make the substitution just before the second half had started, but the referee wasn't paying attention. So the player was prepared and ready to come on before that, before the start of the game, or the half, sorry.
It's Laura Roos who's the number 9. You can just see on the left hand side of your picture. She has come on to join us. And it's an uphill battle now for Romania. And we've spoken at the break about Anna Senior's half-time talk, and I can just imagine, Julie, she probably said something along the lines of get back out there, try and start quickly, and that's exactly what they've done. You could see Anna punching the air with delight when that goal went in.
Yeah, an ideal start to the game. And we see Caroline Weir just coming forward with the ball.
Works it out to Evans on the far side. Evans trying to get to the byline, but must be said she's been up against some seriously robust defending tonight, has Lisa Evans.
She's not quite had the opportunity to knock the ball past the full-back and use her pace to get in behind. That's a real strength of Lisa Evans.
Jane Ross, number 13 there, just scurrying across to try and close the ball down. And as they did in the first half, Scotland really look as if the goal has given them a confidence boost. Now to see if they can do what they didn't do in the first half and really try and build on it. That's nice link-up play between Brown and Lauder. Lauder just flicks the ball back. Brown loses out though. Battling down on this near side. She's going to concede a throw-in. The assistant referee's got that one wrong, I think, but yep, Scotland won't be complaining. Scotland. Just going to get another look at that incident. It was certainly fairly clear from where we were sitting. Ball clearly coming off Fiona Brown last, but the assistant referee didn't agree. And you just sense with another 40 odd minutes to go, Scotland have a real chance to try and turn this into a convincing win. Yeah, we have the capabilities and to do that. We see Frankie Brown just getting forward. Our full-backs are very attacking, and if we can get them high up the pitch to support the wide players, then we could see more chances created. uncharacteristically poor touch from Brown that time. Hasn't done a whole lot wrong this evening. Just can't quite keep that one in. As Cordino throws it up the line. Lauder wins it back. Here comes Brown. Thinks about playing it inside, but decides to take a marker on the outside. Left-footed again, swings it in. It's another terrific ball. And Caroline Weir just crowded out at the last moment. But time and time again, Fiona Brown really at the heart of everything Scotland do going forward.
Yeah, I mean, skip past two defenders and then having the composure to pick out a Scotland jersey. I think maybe Caroline Weir should have taken that first time because she didn't have a lot of time in the box there, but we do get a corner out of it, so let's see what we can make of this.
It's just a delay before this corner kick is going to be taken. A few Romanian players unhappy with the referee. Seems to have calmed things down now though. Just dishing out the yellow card to number 6, Maria Fitchai. Here comes the corner kick then. Left footed this time from Fiona Brown. Barsley's up there, gets her head on it. An easy take in the end for Paraluta in the Romania goal. Romania looking to break quickly here. It's 3-on-3 at the back. Scotland having to run hard to cover the ground, but they do it well. Blatant pullback on Caroline Weir. And again, Scotland with the chance to build from the free kick.
Bardsley again connecting with the corner kick, and that time hitting the target.
1,877 the attendance here at the Falkirk Stadium tonight. Special mention to all of those who've turned out tonight to watch the women's national team in action. I'm sure a shout out as well to the many more of you watching online. Hopefully a few more goals to come from Anna Signol's side. Certainly has been a blistering start to this second period. Back into Barsley. DK again just working the triangle with Joe Love as they've done so often this evening. Out to the far side, in it comes Evans. Try and get a ball in from the right hand side, just about kept in, fired back towards the edge of the 6-yard box. No takers though in a Scotland jersey. DK comes crunching in. He's on the receiving end of a late one that time. Laura Roos, the substitute on for Romania. Not impressed with the referee, but it was a fairly easy decision for Sarah Garrett.
You see Caroline Weir and Fiona Brown again over the free kick. They seem to be the specialists too. So I think it might be Caroline Weir that delivers this one, but we could see Fiona Brown.
And both have had excellent deliveries this evening. It is Caroline Weir again. It's right on the money. Barsley's underneath it, well cleared. Back to Lauder. She tries to hack it towards goal with the right boot on the volley. She's battling to try and win it back. Good composure from Romania this time though. Just knocking the ball around well, trying to take some pressure off. Cordino floats it in onto the head of Barsley. Feet shy, takes a fresh air swipe at it. And here comes Caroline Weir onto the left boot, just snatched at the shot in the end. And then it drifts harmlessly wide of the goal.
Yeah, she'll be disappointed with that. It is one of her strengths, is striking the ball from outside the box. She does have a lot of time to think about it and try and compose herself. So I'm sure Caroline will be disappointed with herself.
Yeah. You can see just dragged that one wide of the post. Never really looked like troubling the goalkeeper. Jane Ross brings it down well. It's a terrific pass from Joe Love with the outside of the right boot. Finds Brown on the far side. She's terrorising both fullbacks this evening. And it comes left-footed again. There's Jane Ross. Doesn't quite get the connection on it. You can see her just trying to guide it towards the far corner. Another good chance for Scotland that time. Hayley Lauder appears to have picked up a hand injury. Not exactly sure how that happened. I'm sure she'll be fine to carry on. Throw in comes into the midfield, loose control. Joe Love misses out though. Tried to fire it in early. DK does well to find Brown. She's got Frankie Brown outside her if she needs her, indeed she does. Tries to just shape that one down the line. Jane Ross, the ever willing runner, but even she's not going to keep that one in. Romania just look as if they're struggling for ideas. Had a brief period at the end of the first half where they managed to cause Scotland one or two problems, but certainly in the opening 10 minutes or so of this second period it has been all one-way traffic towards the Romania goal. Here comes Joe Love, just opting to go all the way back though. Barsley thought about going long, instead opts to find DK on the right side, and it comes to Crichton just having to hold off a defender. Brown had to scamper across, couldn't quite keep the ball in though. DK just showing all her experience to allow the ball to roll across her body. Finds Barsley, DK again with it. Just tries to float that one up towards Ross, doesn't quite get the direction on it. Joe Love. Jane Ross so often the target for Scotland, does so well with her back to goal, retains possession, finds Lisa Evans on the near side, looks for the 1-2. If Hayley Lauder just doesn't quite get it right on that occasion. A loose touch from Leanne Crichton with a chance to redeem herself, misses the tackle. Barsley gets it. Lauder again into Crichton, she's got a bit of space to move into, rolls it across to Weir, left footed out to Brown, and she comes on that left foot, curls it towards the far corner, just over the bar. Fiona Brown, she's got 2 assists to her name already, and she wasn't too far away from getting on the score sheet.
Yeah, I think that was excellent play there. I think the second half we've really tightened up when we have the ball. We're not giving the ball away so much, and we've sort of been worked out from this left-hand side right across the pitch to Fiona Brown, who just fails to hit the target.
We've already seen what that left boot, and the right boot in fact, can do from Fiona Brown. You could certainly see what she was trying, just trying to curl it towards the far top corner. It wasn't too far away. Here we come again though. Joe Love with it. Just loses possession though, hasn't done that too often this evening. Barsley slides in to win the ball back, but referee decides to pull it back. Just looking down at the bench, wondering if we're going to see any activity from the Scotland substitutions, as Gemma Fay has to come and try and collect that one. And she wins herself a free kick. Gemma Fay looks like she's taken a sore one. Vila Barsley just making the point that in Scotland the players are not too happy with that challenge from Laura Roos.
She has sat up, so hopefully she'll be able to recover, but we can see to our right hand side that the subs are out, they're working, are getting warmed up, so I wonder if one of these 3 that we can see down here are going to be coming on.
Gemma Fay looks to be in a little bit of pain. Laura Roos just making the point that the ball was there to be won, which is probably an accurate assessment, to be fair. Romanian substitutes are also out warming up, so perhaps going to see some changes from both sides in the coming minutes or so. But for the meantime, Anna Signol's main concern is the well-being of her goalkeeper. Certainly it looks as if
she looks as if she's going to be okay. I don't see any of the goalkeepers going out to warm up, so they must be confident that she's going to be able to pick herself up and continue.
Just going to see it again, and I don't know if you're in the Strikers Union or if you're sticking up for Gemma, but you'd have gone for that one, wouldn't you?
I would have gone for it. I would stick up for Gemma, but if the shoe was in the other foot, then I don't think you're pulling out. Gemma kind of looks to hesitate and unsure whether to come or not, so I think the ball was there to be won.
The glove is back on. That suggests Gemma Fay is okay to continue. It would have been a blow for Scotland, but she's all right. And as you can see, Scotland substitutes just warming up there. But we're back underway with Dike, just moving towards the hour mark. Scotland very much in control. 2-0 up thanks to goals from Lisa Evans and Jane Ross. We've got 30 minutes or so left to try and build on that and give the 1,800 or so fans inside the Falkirk Stadium something else to cheer about. Has been a confident performance so far. You just sense Anna Signal's side have got another couple of gears in them. Slipped through this time. Offside flag goes up. Gemma Fahey showing no ill effects, and we're going to have a triple substitution for Romania. First player coming on is Brigitta Goda, and she will replace Anna Maria Gora. See, the number 20 is Goda. Next player on, Christina Karp, the number 19. She's going to replace her number 7, Adina Giorgio. And the final substitution at the moment, Mara Batea on, and Alexandra Lunka heads off. So clearly Romania happy just to roll the dice and try and mix things up a bit.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that changes anything at all. They've changed their fullback, who'll come on and be up against Fiona Brown, so that's quite a daunting task right from the start.
One of those football cliches, but I guess it's because it's true. You know, 2-0 is the one scoreline that one goal really starts to play with the mindset, doesn't it? So Romania won't think they're out of this yet. I mean, we know they've not offered a great deal, but if they get the next goal, then it's game on.
Yeah, I mean, if they were to score, which I think is unlikely, I think they are gaining possession, but I think Scotland are solid enough at the back at the moment. But one goal in it could totally tip things.
Scotland backline getting themselves in a bit of a mix up there. Dike coming across in the end and conceding a corner kick. Scotland won't want to give anything away. Iona Bortan is the player going across to try and whip this one in. Scotland bringing everyone back. We've not seen too many corners from the Romanians so far. I can tell you Scotland are preparing some substitutions as well, but first of all, here comes the corner kick from Bortan. Again, it's high, floated in. Barnsley looking to win it, volleyed towards goal. It's going to fall at the back post. Mara Batea, one of the substitutes, just fires it into the side netting. Wasn't anything more than a half chance, but again, a slight let off for Scotland.
Yeah, I mean, it was a nervy few moments there. I thought it was, having said that Scotland looked solid at the back, I thought that was going to come back on me there, but yeah, I think we're fortunate enough. Anything can happen from a corner.
Jane Ross is nipped in, just trying to capitalise on a defensive error. And you can see real miscommunication at the back from Romania, and Jane Ross showing a good striker's instinct, just couldn't quite get the finish.
Yeah, she gets in behind, but the keeper was out to narrow the angle. It was just a half chance.
Now it's 4-on-3 in Romania's favour at the moment. If they can make that numerical advantage count, out it goes. It's going to be floated in, an easy take though for Gemma Fahey. And if you are the Romania boss, you are tearing your hair out at that wasted piece of possession. They had the numbers forward, they just couldn't quite make it count. Here comes Lauder for Scotland. Tries to float it down the line. Fiona Brown again chasing. Ball just knocked past her though. Down the line it goes, worked infield. The challenge is flying in. There goes Batea again, one of the substitutes. Certainly looks lively since she came on. A clear foul surely on Leanne Crichton. Referee agrees, got there in the end. Scotland definitely are intending on making a couple of changes, but just taking their time. Anna Signal in no rush at all. The young fans inside the Falkirk Stadium trying to cheer their team on to victory. Certainly working so far.
So I think it's Lana Cleland is going to be one of the subs coming on, so I'm not sure whether that will be Jane Ross that she comes on for, or if Anna will take off one of the other more attacking players.
Fima Dike's down as well. I wonder if Scotland might be forced into a change on that one. Now, hopefully that is either an impact injury or just a bit of tiredness creeping in, because I don't want anything more serious at this stage with the Euros looming.
I think she might just want a rest. When you're 35 or 36, like Iffy, a wee break is just nice.
I'm glad you said that, not me. I think you might get away with it. I won't be taking any such chances, no way at all. You can see the universal.
A longer rest now.
Yep, the universal symbol for substitution from the physio there. Fima Dike is indeed going to come off. And let's just wait and see who the replacement's going to be. We know that
it doesn't look anything terribly serious. It is possibly just a kind of muscle injury where we really can't afford to take any chances. And we're going to see the introduction of Joelle Murray, who will slot into that role without any problem at all.
Joelle Murray is going to enter the field in place of Fima Dike. So it is the Hibs player, number 23, coming on. What can we expect from her then?
Joelle's very, very comfortable with the ball at her feet. She plays it in that position for Hibs. She's the club captain at Hibs, so she's got a great deal of experience. She'll be able to talk the girls round about her through their game, and it should be an easy transition to go from Iffy to Joelle, and it's great to see her coming on. She's a player who's been in the squad for quite a long time, and she works exceptionally hard, and a good friend of mine, so I'm delighted to see Joelle coming into the game.
Well, the Scotland backline hasn't been tested too often. Let's see what Joelle Murray can do to shore things up. Fiona Brown's had a lot to chase all night. She's still running hard, but didn't have enough in the legs to keep that one in.
She works tirelessly, Fiona Brown. She'll continue to chase everything for the 90 minutes, and the players know that if they need an out ball, they can knock the ball in behind, and Fiona will work hard to try and keep it.
There she goes again, but once more a throw in. And there's a number of substitutes just going through the final preparations for Scotland, so we'll bring you news of those as soon as we're ready. And I think Anna Signol just giving some final instructions down in the technical area.
I think they'll be going over the set pieces, just working out what their role will be within each set piece, and making sure that corners against, that we have the correct positions and the correct players marked.
How much attention to detail does Anna and her staff put into that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's precision. They'll go through everything with every individual player. Each player will have the opportunity to kind of look through it and study it themselves, and it does make it more difficult when you start to introduce subs, because you've then got to take the role of someone on the pitch, but it might not necessarily be the player who you're coming on for. So it is something that the players have to pay an awful lot of attention to, because it can really be the difference of conceding a goal or scoring a goal. So it's something they take quite seriously.
68 minutes on the clock, still Scotland 2, Romania 0. Lisa Evans and Jane Ross with the headed goals for Scotland. And what has been a fairly comfortable evening in this warm-up match for the European Championships, just over a month away. Still plenty of time for Scotland to try and hammer home the advantage though, and turn this win into a convincing one. It's a loose pass that time though, but Romania return the favour, and Lauder has it. You can see her just trying to play that one into Ross. She jumps well, both players miss the ball. And Romania just don't look confident at all at the back as they try and clear their lines. Crichton thought about playing it into Evans, goes for the safer option in Frankie Brown. The right back just coming forward, down the channel to Ross, back to Brown, just chips that one in, Crichton's underneath it. Wonder if she got a shout from Fiona Brown there. Here is Brown, left footed, just fires it across too high in the end. And by her own high standards this evening, Fiona Brown got that one slightly wrong. Yeah,
she just plays it in, tries to play it in with a bit of pace, so that all the kind of players need is just that little touch on it. But yeah, I mean, not our best cross, but we're on the attack again.
Decent control again from Jane Ross. Does go back to the goalkeeper, no real pressure. Ross eventually coming to try and close it down. Goalkeeper just rolls it out. Romania look to build from the back, something they've not really managed to do in the last 70 minutes or so. And that one's chipped forward. Laura Roos is the one chasing hard, but no real problems for Gemma Fay. She fires it high into the summer sky here in Falkirk. Offside flag up.
I'm going to get the opportunity now to make the substitutions that have been waiting patiently.
And we're going to see a number of them. Let's try and go through them one by one. So, first one coming off is Lisa Evans, who said she's perhaps not quite been at her best tonight, but opened the scoring after 2 minutes, so certainly a good night's work on that front. And she's going to be replaced by Leanne Ross. Fiona Brown, perhaps the standout player for Scotland. She's coming off as well. And we're going to see Lana Cleland coming on. And finally Jo Love. And she's going to be replaced by Erin Cuthbert. So, quite a lot to get your head around, but try and sum those up for us. What can we expect from the girls coming on?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a reshuffle of the players who are on the pitch as well. We see Jane Ross. She's going to move out to a wider position and take up Fiona Brown's role, where Lana Cleland will play up through the middle. And Leanne Crichton, she'll drop a bit deeper now and protect the back four in the same way that Jo Love has, and allow Erin Cuthbert to take up a more attacking and advanced role.
Lana Cleland, the only member of the squad playing her football in Italy. This is for Tavagnacco. And she's on to see what she can do in the dark blue of Scotland. And you can see Crichton very much in the Jo Love role now, dropping deep, picking up the ball, trying to spread the play. Finds Lauder. And here is goal scorer Jane Ross. And there's a little bit of a hole appearing for Scotland here though. Joelle Murray tries to step out, misses out. Romania driving forward, just trying to thread the ball. Far too much on it though. Gemma Fay off her line quickly and clears up the danger.
Yeah, she does what she does best. Supports that back line, gives them a bit of protection, and she's straight off to sniff out any danger.
Her opposite number, Andrea Paraluta, does well to just see the ball back. Shepherds the danger away. Tries to play short. Romania looking for that ball over the top. There's a foot race on here. Hayley Lauder's always the favourite. I think she might have just nicked that off the Romanian player as well, and out for a throw in. And you can see the coach there just urging his players to get a bit higher up the field. With less than 20 minutes to go and a 2-goal deficit, Romania really are going to have to try and throw bodies forward if they want to get back into this game. It's good strength though from Erin Cuthbert. And a wonderful pass from Caroline Weir. Scotland on the attack now. It's going to be floated towards the back post. There is Cleland just underneath it. It was always looking as if it was just slightly too high for her, stretching, and in the end the ball just drifts harmlessly wide.
Yeah, I think we got to see the three substitutes in action there in that one move. Erin Cuthbert doing so well to bring the ball down and keep possession in her own half. And then Caroline Weir just linking with Leanne Ross. Lana Cleland, she's been excellent at finishing for her club, and she'll be hoping to try and get on the score sheet tonight.
Always good to be able to call on players who've been in good goal scoring form at club level and see if they can bring that to the international fold. There's Crichton just trying to bring it down but loses possession. Laura Roos just walking across. Caroline Weir playing in a much deeper role since those substitutions were made. Fired forward. Cuthbert just about manages to hold off the attentions of the Romanian defence. Ball just bobbling around on the far side. In goes Crichton. Wonder if the referee thinks about pulling that one back. No, it's going to be a throw into Scotland. And with 15 minutes or so left, I think it we don't want to curse it, but it certainly looks as if a comfortable-ish win for Scotland. Will they be bothered by trying extra hard to press home and score more, or is it just a case of seeing this game out?
No, I think they'll be working hard to try and create more chances and score more goals. I think when you bring on subs, it sometimes takes a bit of time to adjust. They've certainly come on and looked bright enough, but Scotland will be looking to add to their tally, I'm quite sure.
Here goes Weir again. Thought about the cross, but just plays it back. Ball cut out in the end by Brigitte Goder on the far side. Scotland's throw in though, it finds Leanne Ross. She gets it back. Just tries to find Cuthbert down on that left channel. Lauder thought about rushing in, but did well just to stand her ground. There's Jane Ross. She covered some amount of distance tonight, has the Man City player. That's excellent wing play by Lana Cleland. Another easy decision for the referee, just skipped by her marker and manages to draw the foul in another dangerous position.
Yep, and we don't have the delivery of Fiona Brown, so it looks like Leanne Ross is going to take that position with Caroline Weir alongside her.
Chance for Leanne Ross to show what she can do from the set piece. We've already seen plenty of Caroline Weir in these positions. The referee says it's okay. And here, Scotland just going to take it short. It's well worked. Here comes Weir left-footed. Scotland have won themselves another corner kick. I think everyone was expecting first-time delivery, but it was a nice move. Yeah,
because we've seen that run over the ball and down the line probably 3 or 4 times already, and Scotland haven't taken that option. So I think Romania were definitely expecting the delivery into the box.
The floodlights are on in Falkirk, albeit as a nice summer's evening, as that one's whipped in again with the right boot. It's a deep cross and Barsley just underneath it again. It's been a real tactic of Scotland's this evening to try and aim for Vela Barsley, by far the tallest player in the Scotland team. She just couldn't quite connect with that one. Here come Romania though. Mara Bata looking to come forward, plays an intelligent ball in behind, and Lara Roos has gone round Gemma Fay, but a great recovering tackle that time. Brilliant covering play from Joelle Murray and saved what was almost a certain goal.
Yeah, I mean it was good play from Romania getting in behind. Gemma just failed to connect, but I mean it was a great touch from the Romanian striker just to take the ball past Gemma. And lucky for us that we had Joelle Murray in an excellent position, just covering round in behind. Well,
certainly the first time Romania have threatened in the second half. Arguably their best chance of the evening so far. It was Laura Roos who managed to nick the ball past Gemma Fay, but the quick thinking and quick feet of Joelle Murray managed to clear the danger. It's not completely clear though, as Romania have the corner kick. Bortan just going to float that one in right onto the 6-yard line. Scotland very composed and passing their way out of trouble as Jane Ross goes down.
I think that was Joelle Murray just in the right place at the right time again, just to save Scotland's blushes there as the ball came into the box.
Andrea Cornadol just goes into the book, the Romanian number 2. A fairly cynical foul on Jane Ross, but I suppose that's one of them you perhaps class as a good foul when the team's breaking against you.
I think so, yes. With the pace of Jane Ross, it looked like Scotland were going to be able to attack very quickly before they had managed to get back from the corner kick.
Cleland finds a teammate down on the far side. It's another good ball. Cuthbert's in there, can't get anything on it. Crichton underneath it. Neither player winning the header. Second ball does fall to Crichton. She just tries to lift it over the top. Here comes Barsley striding out. She's going to have to get there. The referee not impressed with that challenge. Free kick to Romania. Scotland just preparing for another substitution. It's going to be Christy Murray who's joining us, and we wait to find out who the player coming off is going to be. You can see the fresh legs of Erin Cuthbert really working hard just to try and win the ball back. Clearly full of energy, trying to make an impression now that she's come on. Here's Roos again. Number 9 missed a great chance for Romania just a minute or two ago. Barsley slides in. Cuthbert can't get there. It's played through. Scotland defence have missed it, but Gemma Fay out smartly that time, leaving nothing to chance.
It'll be interesting to see who she brings on for. Brings off for Christy Murray. She's very good at playing the kind of number 10 role in behind the front players, but I see Erin Cuthbert is in that role at the moment. So does she bring off one of the wide players, Jane Ross possibly, or does she keep Christy Murray in a more central position?
She's going to be played down the right hand side to Cuthbert. The control's loose. Falls kindly though for Leanne Ross. She just tries to play it into Cleland. Cleland is going to get there. Romanian defence recovered, but it's at the expense of a corner. And we are indeed going to see that substitution. And it is Caroline Weir coming off for Scotland. Another player who's very much been involved in the thick of things for Scotland. Great delivery with that left foot all night long, Caroline Weir. She comes off to be replaced by Christy Murray.
Caroline Weir and Fiona Brown are two players who have really come into their own in the national set-up over the last kind of year or two. I think they're two players who are going to be very influential and crucial to how Scotland play it when we go to the Euros.
She gets high fives from the teammates as this corner kick comes in. Crichton's underneath it, goes over her head, fires out to Cuthbert. She just pokes it towards the bottom corner, and it must be said, what a terrific save from Paraluta in the Romania goal.
It was, she got down very well. Erin managed to get a shot right into the corner, and I'm very surprised to see that one not go in the net.
Really intelligent shot, just trying to shape it into the bottom corner. Barsley's up there again. Yet again she gets her head on it, but yet again it goes just over the top. Now we are going to see a substitution for Romania. Player leaving the field is Andrea Cornado, and she's going to be replaced by Claudia Bistran. So the number 13 coming on then in the closing stages. With 82 minutes on the clock, it's getting to that stage where I like to put you under pressure and ask you for a man of the match. So we'll do that in a minute or two. You've got a few minutes to collect your thoughts. I'm sure there's been a few contenders in dark blue. Scotland, you can see there, Frankie Brown in absolutely no rush, just telling the ball attendants on the far side just to slow it down. Gets it back this time. Scotland back four, really just happy to roll it around from side to side. Lauder goes for a direct approach this time. Cuthbert keeps it in, flicks it infield, loses possession though. Barsley works it into Crichton. She's got a chance to get the other side and she takes it. Joelle Murray up towards Lana Cleland. Romania, no real urgency about their game either. And Bortan just twisting and turning, does well to hold on to possession. Roos out to that left hand side. Scotland with a bit of defending to do. Frankie Brown just using all her experience, just standing up, trying just to stay goal side. She does, but the referee says it's going to be a foul. And we're going to see a fairly bizarre substitution from Romania. Looks like they're going to swap goalkeepers with just 5 minutes or so to go. But first of all, another one for Scotland. Number 7, Hayley Lauder, coming off She's going to be replaced by Kirsty Smith. Is that very much like for like in your eyes?
Yeah, that'll be a straight swap. Kirsty will slot very nicely into the left back position. She's played there very recently. She's normally favoured at the left back position, and Hayley's quite often further up the pitch. So she'll be able to slot into that role without any bother at all.
Well, you don't see this too often. Just around 5 minutes or so to go. A goalkeeping substitution, and it's going to be Linda Kaitar coming on for Andrea Paraluta. She'll be hoping to keep a clean sheet in the remaining minutes. 2 players over this one for Romania then. Is it going to be Bortan or Vltava to deliver? It is Vltava, going to just whip it right into the danger area. Ends up landing on the roof of the net, much to the relief of Gemma Fay in the Scotland goal. Barnsley just going long then. Over the top for Jane Ross to try and chase. Into the feet of Ross. Lovely back heel to keep possession. Kirsty Smith just trying to go past her marker down the line.
She's not happy with the decision there to not get a free kick. Felt that she was fouled.
Tenacious play from Cuthbert. Christy Murray in there as well, battling hard. Romania managed to come away with it. Infield it goes. Tried to play first time round the corner, and they do manage it, but great recovering play from Frankie Brown. Bristol City player always looked favourite to get there. She did indeed, and then manages to draw the foul as well.
Yeah, I think now we're getting the opportunity to see what great physical condition the players are in. We're in the 86th minute, 87th minute, and we see Frankie Brown making that run all the way back, managing to get herself goal side and win the free kick.
Here comes Barnsley again then. Works it out to Smith. Into Ross. She just flicks it round the corner to Cuthbert. Going to easily move away from Bortan. Another cynical foul from Romania. Romania number 4 protesting her innocence. Wonder if the referee's considering a yellow card. Doesn't look like it at the moment. Oh, indeed she does. So Leona Bortan into the book as well. Not really making any attempt to play the ball as Erin Cuthbert drove forward.
It's a good job, Erin Cuthbert's a hardy wee soul, so she's straight up, and I'm quite sure she'll be looking to get back on the ball as soon as possible.
No complaints at all. Going to be the blue boots of Leanne Ross to try and whip this one into the danger area. Referee just making sure the wall is back to 10 yards. Scotland not throwing too many bodies up. This one's just floated in, dinked into the danger area, and volleyed towards goal this time by Barnsley. And you just wonder how she hasn't managed to get in the end of one of those and put them in the back of the net. She's been up there all night long.
Yeah, it's very strange for a centre back to have had 5, 6 opportunities to score. She'll be kicking herself about that. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be kicking herself that she hasn't managed to score in her second cap.
There's Crichton again, just trying to thread one through. Crowded out though. See her just trying to win the ball back. Romania doing well though, just to come forward. Barnsley and Fay. That miscommunication there, and Fay misses it. But a great recovery challenge that time from Vela Barnsley.
Fantastic tackle. Fantastic tackle. Gemma Fay just not quite fast enough to get there before the striker. And what a great saving challenge from Barnsley.
Yeah, Gemma Fay had committed, and in fact all credit really to Maria Batea for staying on her feet. I think she could easily have gone down there, and Gemma Fay might have been a bit of ball up. But a let off for Scotland nevertheless. Here comes Bortan with the corner. Decides to play her out to the edge of the box. Vltava steps over it, whipped in. But straight into the grateful grasp of Gemma Fay. That's twice in recent minutes that the strikers have perhaps got the better of Gemma Fay, but in fairness to the defence, they've managed to bail her out, and I guess that's what they're there for.
They have, although Gemma will maybe not be too happy with her defence and the fact that they've managed to get in behind them. But yeah, she's always looking to come out and win the ball, and unfortunately there's been 2 occasions. We're going to see another here. A couple of occasions where she hasn't quite made it in time.
Well, the fourth official has indicated a minimum of 5 minutes to be added on. I can't really see where they've got that from. I know there's been a lot of substitutions, but
a lot of the substitutions have been made at the same time. We saw 3 coming on at the one time. I think the same for Romania, but 5 minutes, unsure where they've got that from.
That is one of the more surprising aspects of tonight's game. There's been nothing in this game at all. 5 minutes to be added on though. And as soon as this ball is clear and the play breaks down, we're going to find out who your standout performer has been. Go on then. I said a few minutes ago I wanted you to pick someone. Been a few contenders. Who's it going to be?
I think when you look at what impact they've made in terms of goals, I think for me the man of the match would go to Fiona Brown. Her delivery from wide areas, the way she can go past fullbacks and then pick players out in the box. I think the impact she has had with her 2 assists, my man of the match would be Fiona Brown. There you are, man of the match, Fiona Brown. Hard to argue with that. 2 excellent assists that led to the 2 goals, which you can see on your scoreboard. Scotland 2, Romania 0. As we move in to the 2nd minute of 5 added on here. You can tell I'm still getting over the shock of that 5 minutes being added on here. There's another ball over the top. Gemma Fay comes, this time collects with absolute ease. Gemma Fay, as you would expect, in absolutely no rush to get the ball up the field. Scotland with a comfortable lead heading into the final couple of minutes. Barnsley just going route 1 as well. Cuthbert's underneath it. Certainly felt like she was fouled. Anna Signol agrees, but the referee doesn't. Barnsley heading the ball away. Good covering from Joelle Murray as well, who was tucked in behind nicely. He's perhaps trying to learn lessons from the couple of chances that Romania have been given. In it comes. Jane Ross operating very deep as the game progresses. So a fairly loose pass, but get away with it. Gemma Fay out to Murray. Kirsty Smith confidently just steps inside, and nice step over from Cuthbert as well. Allows Cleland to come forward down the left, rides the challenge ever so well. Floats her out to the far post. Ross just lurking with intent, but defender did ever so well. Here comes Murray again, floats it high. Cuthbert's underneath it, thought about bringing it down, just couldn't get the outstretched leg onto it. Substitute keeper Linda Keitar takes a sore one. And the pace of the game really has dropped. Scotland have settled for a 2-0 win, and it certainly looks like Romania have actually settled for a 2-0 defeat. So this one just slowly but surely petering out. Perhaps another chance for Romania to come forward though, attacking with a bit of intent this time. Kirsty Smith's going to have to react quick and get across. She's helped out though. Going to be dinked into the danger area. Offside flag is up. A let off for Scotland. Anna Signol not too impressed with what's happening back there, but no real danger on that occasion. So, successful home debut for Vela Barnsley as she fires that one long. Doesn't find a teammate with it, but I suppose at this stage of the game Scotland happy just to clear their lines. And the young fans happy with what they've seen. Got their saltire flags to take home.
Here goes Leanne Ross this time. Just holding on to the ball, trying to assess her options before clipping it down the line. Space opening up for Roos to try and thread the ball through. It may have been offside, but it didn't get to that stage. Kirsty Smith, infield to Murray. Back into Barsley, across she goes. And we really are moving into the final stages, just 5 seconds. And indeed the referee decides to blow early. It's been a successful evening at the Falkirk Stadium for Scotland in this Women's International Challenge match. It's finished here, Scotland 2, Romania 0. It really was a case of starting both halves brightly. Lisa Evans on the score sheet after just 2.5 minutes, and just a minute into the second half, Jane Ross with another header to seal the win for Scotland. Julie, what do you make of that then? What will Anna Signol and these Scotland fans take from tonight?
I did feel that the performance was better in the second half than it was in the first half. I felt that we were able to keep a hold of the ball. Although we didn't create any more chances, actually the possession that we had a lot more quality, and we did manage to introduce quite a few substitutes as well. So I mean, we can take an awful lot of positives from the game, and there'll be an awful lot of things that Anna will want to analyse before they get into the next game against Sweden.
Obviously the main purpose of tonight's fixture is to warm up for the Euros, made history by getting there. How do you think this game will serve as a preparation for that?
Yeah, they'll have taken a lot of footage. They'll analyse all the video of the game, and the players will be able to see their individual performance, and it'll be broken down for them. And yeah, there'll be loads that they can take from it, lots that they can learn from it, and lots of things that they can be pleased about. What
would you say are the main positives then? You picked out Fiona Brown as your man of the match. Is that the obvious highlight from tonight's performance?
Yeah, Fiona's a threat. She's creates an awful lot. She gets past players. I also said when Caroline Weir was going off what a great player she is for Scotland, how important she is in the centre midfield. And yeah, they're two players. Erin Cuthbert, she looked busy. She was trying to get on the ball. She's very confident, and she's a player who can really make a difference. So I think going to the Euros, we have a very strong squad. We had a strong bench. We saw that the girls that come on, it didn't kind of lower the speed of the game, and they certainly made a difference and freshened things up when they did come on.
Well, as you can see, some important dates for your diary then. It's off to Sweden next midweek for another warm-up game, and then the final warm-up game on the 7th of July, Republic of Ireland in Kirkcaldy, and then the big one, 19th of July, the European Championships in the Netherlands against none other than the old enemy England. What a massive game that will be for Anna Signol's side. Interesting to see how that one goes. And then after that, of course, it's Portugal on the 23rd of July and then Spain on the 27th. And who knows, maybe the tournament will go on even longer than that should Scotland manage to get through. Just a final thought from you then, Julie, on the Euros. Like we said, we've made history by getting there. What's going to lie in store once it comes around?
I don't think the squad will be happy with just making history and going there and making up the numbers. We're going to go there and try and show the rest of Europe that we're worthy of our spot there, and that's where we deserve to be. So the players will be up for it. They'll be making sure that they're prepared physically, mentally, and I'm quite sure she'll need to use her squad when we go out there, and she'll be ensuring that she has the right players to do the job on the day.
Well, it's been a good night at the office here at the Falkirk Stadium for the Scotland women's national team. The Euros are just around the corner, and in this warm-up game it's finished Scotland 2, Romania 0.
Rivalries can come in many forms. They can be found between friends, families, and even neighbours. They exist in cities and towns across our country. But every once in a while, a rivalry can unite. A rivalry can bring us together, especially when an old enemy comes calling. We think about what it means to us. The atmosphere, the hope, the hairs on the back of our neck. And so we fill every seat, every couch in every home, every pub in the land. We know what it will take to beat them. A performance brave and bold. A full stadium in full voice. And maybe even a bit of luck. Aye, we have a dream. And that dream is still alive. I'm sick of dreaming. It's time to stand up and create our own bit of history. Our own moments, our own memories we can cherish and brag about for years to come. Saturday is the latest chapter in a rivalry older than you or I. This is our lion's den. And this time, one lion will roar louder than three.